this story. The settings of this story are set around 1850s during summer and festivities of St. John.
So first, who are the characters in the short story titled The Summer Solstice by Nick Joaquin? So first, let's talk about the main characters. The main characters are Doña Lupeng Moreta and Don Paeng Moreta. So, Doña Lupeng Moreta first is the protagonist of the story. At first, she is a traditional and submissive wife, but becomes curious and conflicted about the role of women after hearing about the Tadtarin ritual. Her transformation into an empowered woman shows her dynamic character because she changes throughout the story. So second main character is Don Paeng Lopen Moreta, the antagonist of the story. So Don Paeng Moreta is conservative, strict, and represents the patriarchal authority of the time. He expects Lupeng to be remain obedient, but in the end, he submits her to her authority, making him a round character because his role evolves and contrasts to Doña Lupeng's empowerment. So uh, if there are the main characters, there are also supporting characters. One of the supporting characters is Guido, which is Don Paeng's cousin, a liberal-minded man who admires women's beauty and strength. He symbolizes a more modern perspective that contrasts with Don Paeng's traditional values. He is a flat character because his role is consistent. Next is Amada, the Moreta's servant. So Amada becomes possessed during the Tadtarin ritual. She represents women's connection to a primal, spiritual, and powerful aspect of the festival. She is also a flat character since her role is limited to showing the mystical influence of the Tadtarin. So lastly, the uh, the last supporting character is Entoy, which is Amada's husband. So Entoy accepts Amada's possession as something normal. His role reflects male acceptance of women's dominance during the festival. So, uh, Entoy is another flat character, serving mainly as a supporting figure. That's all. Thank you.
Plot. Plot has five parts. First is exposition. The story is centered on Don Paeng, Doña Lupeng, and their family on the feast day of Saint John in the Philippines. It also discusses their lifestyle and Lupeng's role as a wife who is submissive to her husband's will. Second is rising action. Lupeng hears of the Tatarit festival where women take the lead over the men in the ritual dance, along with other forms of ritual, and becomes intrigued, gradually starts to wonder about women having limits set on them. Third one is climax. Lupin joins in the ritual dance and experiences the power and freedom in that moment of submission. This is a transformational moment for Lupin as it would be for any woman with regard to gender and authority. The fourth one is polling action. After the ritual, Don Paeng is angry and dismayed at Lupeng's brashness, while Lupeng simply acknowledges her boldness. The last one is resolution. In the end, Don Paeng submits by kissing Lupeng's feet. This symbolizes a complete reversal in the roles, and implicitly woman's right and empowerment.
So the short story The Summer Solstice by Nick Joaquin is written in third person omniscient because the narrator knows the feelings, thoughts, and emotions of the characters throughout the story.
And now let's proceed to the symbols. First, the moon. The moon represents the feminine, submissive, and nurturing aspect, like Doña Luping's husband, Don Paen, embodies the moon archetype as he is more gentle, passive, and adheres to societal expectation of male behavior. Next, the sun. The sun represents various elements such as masculinity, power, and dominance. Like the character of Doña Lupeng, represent the sun of archetype in the story as she is strong, dominant, and defies societal norms by desiring to participate in the Tatarin dance traditionally reserved for men.
A summer solstice theme centers on the peak of summer's light and life, with popular themes including celebration of sun, fertility and abundance, transition and change, magic and myth, and connection to nature. This can be expressed through sun decoration theme, flower garlands, outdoor activities, seasonal foods, and ritual honor nature's bounty and the return of the light.
Thanks for watching.